know, sitting like that, it's not really good for your back. It gets you all punched. You should see some of my friends. Look just like Quasimodo.
Thanks.
Just saying. You can tell that the bees eventually do. You got a better throw than me.
Excuse me, sir. I don't mean any disrespect, but I'm really not trying to talk right now. I'm just trying to enjoy my day.
That's just what I was doing. Show another.
My name's Adonis.
I'm Calvin. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
So, what's your trouble?
I don't want to talk about it.
Got it. You should, though. What's more than throwing rocks?
You never thrown rocks when you were upset?
No, I used to punch walls. Didn't help much either.
I think I'm done trying to solve my problem. I've just accepted my situation for what it is.
Sure you have.
I have. Sometimes things just don't work out the way you hope. So.
Oh, all right. So this is about a girlfriend. Or, I don't know, maybe a boyfriend. I don't know. Sorry to, wrong to assume. Something with a lover. Hey, come on, don't be shy. Everyone gets caught up in something at one time or another.
I'm not going to talk about it. I want to.
Yeah, you do. You do. Let me tell you, you're going to be more pissed off in a few hours if you keep trying to convince yourself otherwise.
Am I supposed to tell you my life story or something?
No. No. You don't have to tell me anything. But you could. I think you'd feel better about it if you did.
My girlfriend and I got into a bad argument a few days ago.
Oh. First big fight.
Yeah. We've had disagreements before, but this was different. We went back and forth. She called me a useless tool, and I'm such a waste.
What's her name?
Millie. We've been together like a year and a half.
A useless tool? What'd you say?
What?
Well, I mean, she wasn't the only one that said something mean, right? What'd you say? What? Look, I'm not deaf, but no, you got to speak up.
I called her a bitch. A bitch. But that was right after she called me a tool, useless, and ungrateful. Ungrateful. You hear how self-centered that? You hear how self-centered that is? If she said something like unappreciative or something, that's kind of different. But even then, she knows I make time for her, so that wouldn't be accurate either. Look, she was out of pocket there. I'm not saying she's a bitch. She wasn't being very kind.
Okay. What was the fight about?
Millie had an important quiz for her internship to study for, so we canceled our date. It's been happening a lot recently. We both get busy. What got me was that she didn't tell me until I got there. Didn't even send a text. It was so nonchalant, as if it didn't even matter. And I was so happy for her getting closer to her internship. But by the end, it was tough to even give her a hug.
Some stuff. You still want to be with her?
Yeah. And I do love her. But ever since junior year, things have changed. And if things are at this point now, then what's the point of keeping it going? I don't like it, but things have gone south.
Yeah, it'll go south a few times. That's what happens when you live a life with a person. You think Millie loves you?
Yeah. I know she does. We've only ever said it to each other a few times, but it was honest. It's funny. Every time I think about ending it with her, I get this feeling. Like I'll be a little more empty without her. But everything is so different than it was. And I just don't know.
Of course you don't. And no one else does either. There are no answers.
But I should know the answer.
No, you shouldn't. And don't try to make sense out of it either. Good things happen, bad things happen. All you know is how you feel when things are nice. And you wish time would stop. That's it. Now, look, you can go through this alone, and you'll be just fine. But to share that with someone while you go, that's nice.
Are you married?
Yep.
Do you guys fight?
Rosalind and I fight all the time. But you know, after enough time, fighting doesn't feel like fighting anymore.
Do you ever call her a bitch?
No.
How long have you been with her?
Since I was 24. She was 27. We made one of them movie bets, you know. If we were still single by the time we were 30, we'd marry each other. So I jumped the gun a little bit, and once she hit 3-0, I dropped to one knee.
That's amazing.
Yep. A few months after that, we got married. Both our crazy families were there. It was fun. Then we got evicted from our apartment. That was less fun.
What?
Yeah. We weren't very good at planning. So we ended up staying at a parents' place. That was hell. But eventually we got it together. That was then. Now we're grandparents.
Oh, how many grandkids?
5. Every summer we take them upstate to see the trees. That was one of Rosalind's favorite things to do. Loved taking the kiddos upstate.
Love?
Yeah. Rosalind. Yeah, my baby passed away 3 years ago.
I'm sorry. I didn't think.
Hey, you're good. You're good, kid. I guess I should have led with that.
What kind of person was Rosalind? Calvin?
She always knew what to say. Any situation, and we'd be deep into a fight. I mean, I'm talking weeks-long fight, and she'd say something like, "Listen, we're going to continue fighting later on. You better believe that. But right now, we're just going to hold each other." She was so full of life, so energetic. She was a runner all her life. Loved it. Just loved it. For decades, she got up every morning to go for a jog. Some days 3-4 miles. Man, other days she'd hit 8. One morning 3 years ago, she went for a jog and she had a heart attack. They told me that she was probably dead for over an hour before somebody found her. Yeah, it's funny. In a way, it was kind of nice. She died doing what she loved.
Does that make it any easier?
I can't tell.
You got to make someone feel special until the end. That's important.
Yeah. I miss it.
A lovely marriage, 2 successful daughters with families of their own, and 5 grandkids. All waiting to see Papa. You're doing pretty good. And you've got your whole life ahead of you. It's true.
got a better throw than me.
You better launch that fucker. Yes, yes. Oh, yes! ADONIS!